Hello Battlefield fans, Wildchild here, welcome to some Night Operations DLC gameplay once again, and today I'm gonna bring you what I believe is the best loadout for you to use. I posted gameplay with the shotgun, with the AK-5C, with the M16, they're all good, they're all great, tons of kills, destroying the enemy. But last night I decided to go with the LMG. If you watch my videos, you know that I love LMGs, you know that I love the MG4. So what a surprise! I am not using the MG4, and there's an explanation. But anyways, in this gameplay, I'm using the Lsat. So this is what you want to use. You want to use the Lsat with the suppressor and the IRNV. Man, what a combo! What a combo! If you're not that good at the game, you're gonna do pretty well. And if you're good at the game, you're gonna do even better because this thing is just too nasty. It's too nasty. It's really good, and I really like it. So we're playing Rush, and I've been posting Conquest, Rush, Domination. I haven't posted actually a Rush gameplay in a while. I don't think I haven't at all. I think I did a while ago. Um, but with this loadout, you are going to do really well. Okay, everything's gonna be fine. So let me tell you why I chose the LSAT over actually my favorite, the MG4. It's very simple. It's uh, rate of fire and stability. Those are the things that I took in consideration before choosing my LMG for this gameplay. I love the MG4. The MG4 is nasty. On daylight maps, it's pretty good because you get to be aggressive, and it's awesome. It's awesome at close range to medium range. It's great. I think it has a little bit too much sway, because it shoots really fast. So at long range, it could be tricky. Yes, you can burst fire, and you should be fine. But for this gameplay, since everything that I want to do will be medium to long range, although I am going to get some close quarter kills as well, but everything you'll see in this gameplay will be medium to long range, and I was really surprised how well this gun works on a long range with the suppressor. It's pretty good, and I have used this gun before, but now that I'm using it with the IRNV, I don't know, it's just so weird, it's so cool, I like it. So anyways, so the LSAT has a rate of fire of 700, correct me if I'm wrong, 700, but it's way more stable than the MG4. So that's why I chose this one, because I knew that I wasn't going to be aggressive. Okay, I knew that I was going to be defending these MCOMs, so I needed to play defense and stay in the back and just pick off the enemy from the distance. So that's very simple strategy right there. So you wanna if you're gonna play like this, you want a gun that is good at medium to long range, a gun with good stability and decent fire rate, so you don't go through ammo so quick. Because once again, all these guns that shoot really fast, the AK, FAMAS and all that stuff, they have this weird sway, and you go through ammo so quick, and you have to reload, a lot. Although the MG4, you got plenty of ammo, so even if you don't have good aim, you have plenty of ammo to go around. But anyways, my point is that this gun is more stable and has a decent rate of fire, and that's all you need to destroy the enemy. It's just amazing, amazing. I was really surprised. So definitely give it a try. The LSAT with the IRNV as a suppressor, and I believe I'm using for the attack. I'm sorry, for the grip. I think I've got the angle one. I could be wrong. I think it's the angle one, but you can use whatever you want. Whatever makes your gun more stable, that's what you want. Because you'll be aiming down the side, looking through the IRNV, so you don't want something like really crazy. But anyways, we could have, or we had the opportunity to finish the game quick. There's a couple situations that I want to explain, and this is why I'm posting the video. Not only because the amazing loadout, but also because I want to talk about some sort of strategy and tactics and maybe what not to do when you play Rush, because I've seen this a lot even when I had my other channel and I was posting Battlefield 3. It was the same thing over and over again, and sometimes just people make the same mistakes, and you ended up losing set of income, so you need to go back to the other ones and so on. So just by applying some very simple common sense, you can avoid this and you can end games quick. Like I mentioned in previous video, there's a lot of people who like to milk the game mode. You know, they just allow the enemy to destroy MCOMs in order for them to get more kills. In this case, well, I got the most kills and in my team, so it wasn't working for them pretty well. How I got my kills? By playing the objective. What is the objective? Well, defending the MCOMs. Pretty simple. Okay, so you'll see throughout this gameplay that I'm gonna pick a certain MCOM to defend. Okay, so my job in this second set of incomes will be defending B, because I thought B was too exposed, you know, like wide open, easy for the enemy to flank us and arm it, and you know, it's just an easy income for them to arm, you know, to put in better words. So my job was trying to stop them as much as possible, you know, as much as I could, just trying to stop them, because they were doing a pretty good job actually flanking us. So it's very tricky. So the thing that a lot of people make mistakes here is being too aggressive. You know, I've seen a lot of people, and you see throughout this gameplay, that right before the enemy armed that BM come, you'll see there's a bunch of my teammates, not only squad but my teammates, mostly teammates, like maybe pushing forward a little too much, right? And what happens is a lot of people have this mentality of, okay, I'm gonna push forward, I'm gonna be aggressive, but I hope my teammates, or I'm assuming my teammates are gonna watch the income. And the guy next to him is thinking the same thing. I'm gonna push forward, and I assume my teammates are gonna watch the income, and so on. So you got a bunch of people who ended up pushing forward to the enemy spawn, which you don't need to. You don't need to. They have the advantage, you know, at their spawn. They can just put like a motor and even with the vehicle, they have so much advantage. So you need to kind of like know how to play defense. And I talked to about this in my even Call of Duty videos. The same thing. People don't know how to play defense, you know. And sadly, got this guy over here, man. He he almost, well, actually he armed me, but I was lucky to be here. So anyways, when you push forward too much, what happens is you're too far away from the income, and if the enemy sneak up on you and disarm the incomes, you won't have enough time to go back and disarm the income, because by the time you get there, the enemy, the squad mates already spawned on him. You got a bunch of people there, and if the people that stay around the incomes happen to be snipers on your team, forget it. You know, it's just done. You know, you won't be able to defend that income. So that's my point. When you push too much, it doesn't help at all. So this is why I chose to protect this B income. You know, because it's great. So I see the sniper over there. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying just to flank this way, have the squad mates and spawn on this guy, and you know, so on. So I'm just trying to let the guy know that I'm here, so he's not pushing forward freely, right? I know they're gonna be coming this way, and that was my plan. You know, just watch the income that way, and it was working pretty well. Well, actually, I frustrated the enemy multiple times. You know, they didn't arm the. Oh, actually they did, but I was disarming it. So we just give them some help by applying this simple strategy, which is just watch the income. You know, it's as simple as that. Part of my loadout, I forgot, I got the ammo pack as well, and also Claymore. I was going to switch to C4, but I find that Claymore helps to protect the incomes, especially if your teammates are like a little bit careless like that. You know, it just helps you, like, maybe not get the kill. Sometimes just you get the kill, but slow down the enemy. You know, so if you slow down the enemy, that's great. It will give you the chance for you to maybe just kill him with one bullet, and just to take your map control and do some crazy stuff. So it's mostly to slow down the enemy, and that will give you, you know, some sort of advantage, and being able to be there and maybe kill the guy or the two guys or whatever. So you know, that's why I chose the Claymore over the C4. So once again, we just keep an eye over here, trying to set up a perimeter. They got a vehicle, but we just keep killing these guys in a long range, man, with this nasty weapon. We got about 100 rounds, so there's a lot or plenty rounds to shoot. And look at this, people keep going prone, and we just keep getting headshots, and that's great. That's great. So once again, Lsat with the Suppresor and IRNV, it's the nastiest thing ever. I just love it. I just love it. So let's take a quick look at what's going on. So like at this point, once again, we just, I don't know how I kill that guy. That's great. That's great. basically they just started to swarm over here. They like a swarm of enemies just being aggressive. So once again, this is why, and sometimes I do the same thing, just be aggressive like this, flank the enemy and try to catch the other guys by surprise. But lucky we were paying attention and we were able to destroy them. So that's great, right? So gotta spot the enemy, don't forget that. If you spot the enemy, everything is good. So that's basically the some sort of the tactic that I apply here. You just you don't need to be aggressive. You don't need to sit down right next to the income. You need to be aware of the surroundings of the incomes. Okay, so the enemy, like, once again, they have vehicles, they have snipers, they have, you know, everything the same gun that you have. So you need to play smart. You need to play in a way where you are ready to destroy them in whatever they want to play. You know, if they want to be aggressive, you're ready for them to be aggressive. If they want to stay in their back and snipe, well, you're ready for that as well. Okay, so I'm not saying that going after the enemy it's bad. I mean, it's great, but you need to push to, or you need to kind of keep an eye on like how far you push, you know, before you like, oh wait, you got some kills over here. Okay, this is the part over here where like I got so unlucky. Like that guy that just got respawned, that's the guy, man, he ruined the whole thing. So this is the point where like, man, it's so unlucky. It's so unlucky. We did so great until up to this point. The enemy had about like 5 tickets away from losing, and but we didn't have enough time to disarm it. So where's my team? Like, I'm like, I see my my green squad mates over here, but I don't see the other guys, the blue ones. So very frustrating. That's why I'm checking the score. I'm like, where's everybody? You know, everybody leave. So once again, you need to, you know where the enemy are going to. You know they're going to arm the income. So keep an eye on the income. It's not so. You need to keep an eye on the enemy spawn. There's nothing there. Yeah, there's the enemy there, but they still managed to flank us and just do what they did. We were like 5 tickets away from winning this game in about 12 minutes. So once again, keep an eye on the income. Keep an eye on like what's going on. You don't need to do anything at the enemy spawn. That doesn't work here in Battlefield. You know, in Call of Duty it's great because map is smaller and it's different. But in Battlefield you cannot do that. You know, it's pretty lame. You allow the enemy to flank you. You allow the enemy so many things. You know, it's just to me it's just such a bad idea. You know, it's not a good tactic right there. You know? So anyway, so for this this next set of incomes, I was a little paranoid. Like I didn't know. I mean, I knew what to do and I know what to do, but I didn't know how to tackle this because of my teammates. So I didn't know how much to push. So I kind of like stay in the back a little bit more in this one, allowing the claymore to protect this. I believe I'm gonna be watching the this A income right here. So this is what I'm doing, trying to slow down the enemy. Not so much for the kill, but once again, slow down the enemy. And I'm gonna find like a nice sweet spot in a little bit. And I'm gonna show you. You know, I got some kills, but it just I didn't have any help. Like I see like an enemy vehicle over here. I'm sorry, a friendly, but they were being a little bit too obvious and in the middle. You know, like my squad mate right in the middle. So this is the part where I'm paranoid because I see like no one's watching the flanks, no one's watching that what's behind me, which you can flank easily. I have done it. You know, you can just flank over there. So this is why I decided just to stay in the back because no one's watching behind it. But I'm gonna push forward, but not so much because they're gonna flank us and they're gonna arm the B income. So once again, you need to kind of like, I don't want to say practice. I'm trying to find a good word. Kind of like to pay attention, like make a maybe like a imaginary line, or like how far you're gonna push, you know, to the enemy spawn, like how far you're gonna go to, and have to keep in mind what if the enemy flank us, you know, what if the enemy on the income. So you want to be in a distance where it's easy for you to turn back and kill the enemy who armed the income. But there will be more than that because his squad mates are gonna spawn on him. But you need to be in a good distance so you can go back and arm it. So that's pretty much the tip, to be honest with you, you know, for today. You need to find that good line for you to see, like, okay, I can see the enemy, but also I can go back and disarm the income if needed. Okay, so you need to find that the sweet line So how far you're gonna push, like, I don't know, you know, every game is different. You could be playing with really good people, you could be playing with really bad teammates, a bunch of snipers, and they're not gonna help. You could be playing against the good people who know how to, you know, use the vehicle, and they can help you out spotting the enemy. So things could go differently. But like at this point, look, I'm just paranoid. I'm like, and to be honest with you, I thought about staying down here. I'm like, well, the BM comes destroyed. Should I stay down here and just protect the A because no one wants to do it, and when everybody's just like going all over the place? But I realized that the enemy were like 45 tickets away at this moment, so it's like too much for me staying down here, right? So it's not good. It's not good. Our friendly tank just got destroyed right here in front of in front of this doorway or whatever. So it's not good. Now we don't have a tank. So this is bad news. This is bad news. So that is why you cannot be so obvious in what you're doing. You have a vehicle, you have huge advantage over the enemy. So just be stupid. You know, don't stay in the middle. You know, go in a place where you have a or where you can scan the area, where you can see the enemy that's trying to destroy you, my friend, who in a tank. So you need to be like maybe out in the open, maybe a little bit to the let me see where I'm at. Maybe a little behind there or something so you can see. But this is the sweet spot over here, what I was talking about. This spot right here, you can see the enemy trying to arm the MCOM, and this is great. You know, this is great. They don't see you. You like behind cover. I was hoping my teammates were like be watching all these doorways. All we needed to do was watch this warehouse. That's it. You know, I cannot do everything. You cannot do everything. But I was hoping like my teammates down there would be, you know, okay, and me and this guy over here will be watching all these entrances. You know what I mean? All these like exit, or you know, like all these doorways, right? It's so simple. It is so simple. But I don't know why these people are just not like, it wasn't. I mean, they were good, but they were not putting like common sense. So they keep like coming from down below, and that's what was killing us. So once again, once I died, things seem to kind of like crumble in a way. I don't claim to be pretty good, but I claim to know some things about playing video games and what to do and not to do. Okay, so there's certain things. Look, once again, they just arm the income. People seem to, I don't know. Well, I see some squad mates over there, but they're just, I don't know, too slow. You know, too slow. You gotta go in there. You gotta go in there, throw the grenades, and look, my team is going up there. I mean, see that? It's just like too crazy. It's like people didn't know what to do, you know, and in a way that's frustrating. You know, I thought it was the enemy over here. I did have to get just maybe a couple of guys here. So once again, people don't know how to play defense. I think defense is the easiest way, or it's easier than being a rusher. I think it's easier because you know what the enemy are going to. You know, when you're rushing, you don't know what the enemy, if they're gonna be in the actual MCOMs or if they're gonna be being aggressive. Like, you don't know much. But when you're waiting for the enemy, when you're defending the MCOMs, you know where they're going to. You know they're gonna go there no matter what. Otherwise, you're gonna kill them all and win the game. So, and since you get a hint, you know, when you play, when the enemy destroys a couple of MCOMs, you get a hint on how the enemy are gonna be playing that game. Like at this point, you know, oh, these guys want to win the game. These guys are arming MCON. So what we need to do is just be more strategic. You know, just be more strategic, and to be able to win the game. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's I mean, I may sound like too crazy, like whoa, you know, but it's just a simple strategy, simple ideas. It just makes a difference in the game. It just makes a total difference. It makes your job a lot easier, and you get tons of kills. I know you want to get tons of kills, okay, but you don't get those. Oh, sometimes you do, but run around to the enemy spawn. You know, when you play in rush, that you don't do that. So it's kind of that's the way that I do things. So anyways, for this set of incomes, which is the last set of, I thought it was 4, but no, it's 3 set of incomes. I decided to keep an eye on the A income because it's once again really like out in the open, exposed, and it's easier to catch the enemy trying to arm it, which is going to happen in a little bit. So this is great. You know, you watch this MCOM, like this guy over here. You know, you get to spot him, you get to kill him before he even, you know, arm the MCOM, and you push the enemy away from it, and that's great. So you cannot watch both MCOMs at the same time. You know, if you try to run back and forth, the enemy gonna sneak up. If you leave the A one, they're gonna, you know, you're not gonna be watching obviously, they're gonna sneak up on you, they're gonna arm it, and then it'll be a chaos. If they bring a vehicle around, you won't be able to disarm it. So I mean, sometimes the game is tricky, and you need to be smarter than the enemy, and that's what I try to do. Try to be smart the enemy, trying to be one step ahead of the enemy. That's always my plan. Always my plan. So it works out pretty good. you know. But anyway, so this A1, it's good. I just let that BN come to my team. I was like, you know what? I cannot do everything myself. So B belong to you guys. I'm gonna watch A as much as I can, and I think I'm gonna save the game a little bit, like towards the end. So it's all good. But once again, the Lsat with suppressor is a beast. It's a beast. It's very very good. I was really impressed with this gun performance last night when I was playing this, and yeah, I was shocked. I was like, wow, this is good. I love the Elsa, but it just felt like even better. I don't know if they did something with all these patches and all this stuff, but it just feels like a lot better. It just feels like really really good, and that's great. That's great for this map. Everything is dark. I mean, you can give it a try with the flare, you can use whatever you want, a flashlight, but if you want to keep everything to the medium to long range, the IRNV, or even the flare once again, will be your best friend. You cannot go wrong with it. It's awesome. It's awesome. So, and once again, just providing ammo over here. I see some medics up here. So you just throw some random ammo so they run out of ammo. This is up in this hill is really good because you get to see the enemy flanking, where they're coming left or right. So it's a good spot for you to be here, so you can spot the enemy. We're trying to push forward. So this hill up here, it's very very tactical. No, really, it's very tactical. It's very very good. I like it. So this is why I stay here most of the time until, well, I need to go here on B, which is, I don't see anyone. I don't know why these guys, flank us, where they came from. I don't know what's going on. But once again, this is what happens when you got teammates, or when a lot of people on your team push forward too much. So don't push too much. Don't do it too much. It's not good. It's not good for the team, man. It's not good. It's good for the enemy team because it's not good for you. Because yeah, they're gonna arm it very easily. They're gonna arm it very easily. That's what it is. You're so focused on waiting for them to spawn there, and they're just gonna go around, and it's very simple. So don't make that mistake of pushing like way too much. So once again, this heal up here, it's key. This weapon is key, and I think everything we did up to this point was good. We managed to defend the M-coms as much as we could. You cannot do everything yourself, but I guarantee you that you're gonna get some kills if you apply a simple strategy like this one, a simple tactic, and everything is good, everything is easy. So you see that I always watch flanks where, well, I don't see my teammates. Like this flank over here, I always keep an eye on this one, because I see one guy over there, one blue guy, but I don't know, I don't trust the guy. So always keep an eye on this flank, just in case. I see my teammates on the other side, but this flank over here seems weak in my opinion. If I was the enemy team, I'll be running up to this right hand side flank. Man, no question about it. No one's up there. Why not? Just make a quick run. You just go prone behind one of those hills. You wait for your squadmates to respawn on you. This is what I do. It's just ninja style stuff, right? And all of a sudden you got 4 or 5 guys pushing toward one MCOM. It's as simple as that. So you break the enemy defense by doing this. So this is why I watched the weak flanks. Weak flanks are my specialty. That's right. So yeah, they managed to armor it again, but there you go, we got it. So to sum up, man, the Lsat with the suppressor IRNV is a beast. Keep an eye on certain specific MCOM. That depending how your game is going, maybe you have to watch both. If you have like a really bad or like a terrible team, you have to do a lot more work. But for the most part, just keep an eye on one, and make sure that the enemy don't arm that one, and that way you'll be able to frustrate the enemy and just get tons of kills and have so much fun. So this is what we did over here, and it paid off. But to this point where the enemy are gonna bring a tank up here, so so it's all good. But you know what? I was happy with my performance. You know, I was happy with what we did. Once again, we could have finished this game in about or half the time of this gameplay. To be honest, if would have just if someone would just would keep an eye on that BM come for like 1 second, you know, just before like or while I was responding at least, you know. This is what we needed, you know, this is 1 second right there, and that's it. But for the most part I think it worked out pretty well, you know. Keep an eye on that MCOM. So B, I think they're gonna take B, so my attention will be once again on A, and I don't even know what's going on if they're gonna take the B one. So I don't even know, but the enemy vehicles over here, and yeah, we're in trouble. I'm trying to kill a tank with a grenade. But that's not good. But that's my point once again. If the enemy brings a vehicle in front of the MCOM and well, I don't have my C4 obviously, and then you're screwed, man. You are in deep trouble. So I'm trying to get to the A MCOM and just make sure that they don't arm it. And actually they did. What I am going to disarm. I see my squad mate, and I'm like, oh, he's got it. Maybe not. He's not got it. He just died. So I gotta make sure that we disarm this MCOM. And there you go. Enemy like 3 tickets away from losing the game, and that's great. That's great. Anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Watch. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary, and if you did, please check out my other Battlefield videos: Destiny, Metal Gear Solid 5 walkthrough, live commentary, Batman Arkham Knight, The Witcher 3. Man, there's plenty of stuff in my channel. Very cool stuff, and tactics, Battlefield tactics, and loadouts and stuff. So make sure to go ahead and check them out. And I'll see you, my friend, on the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.